I'm going to do one that I wrote myself, one entitled Walking in the Park. Well, my name is Oscar, my real name, but they call me Red. So I go with Red. I was born in Avery County in 1920, February the 20th, 1920. Yeah, I started playing when I was, I don't know, about when I was 10 or 12. I borrowed a fiddle. I took a liking to the fiddle, and I borrowed me a fiddle, and I learned to play Red Wing. And it took me all day long, but I finally got it where I could play it a little bit. So I guess I kind of drove my mama crazy there for that day. It's a different style than most other styles. You know, they've a Kentucky style, and you know, every state's about got a different style of playing. But here in the old mountains, we call it Appalachian style. White Sledford was my granddad, and his whole family played music. They passed it on down. Like it was passed down to me, you know. My dad played fiddle and guitar and banjo too. My dad made this thing, and about the time I was born or before I was born. As far back as I can remember, we had this little banjo, and he played the banjo. And I got to beating on it, you know, when I was a little feller. I thought I could play, but I wasn't. so when he died, I got the banjo. So it'll stay with me till I'm gone. Well, you know, I went to the Army in 41 and stayed in the Army 4 years. And when I got out of the Army, in fact, I got wounded in Italy. And I was in the hospital, and well, I'd met my wife, met my girlfriend, let's put it that way. I met her when I was come home on leave, you know. But I got wounded in Italy, and they sent me back to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, to an Army hospital. And when I got out of the hospital down there, we got married. And we've lived in Mitchell County ever since. Okay, I'm going to play one that I wrote myself, and I named it after my wife. I call it Marie's Waltz. It's the last tune I wrote. I wrote the tune and I didn't have a name for it, so I was playing with the Toe Valley Boys then. Clarence Green, he said, I found a name for your waltz tune. I said, okay, where'd you find it? He said, I was in the cemetery over in Peeling, and he found the tombstone over there. Said the name was Margaret Randolph Waltz. Her last name was Waltz, you know. So I said, oh, well, we'll name it Margaret Randolph Waltz. And I made 2 trips to Fiddle Tunes Festival in Seattle, and I taught a class up there, a fiddle class, and there's young kids. There wasn't any real old people, you know, in the class. And I taught them tunes that I wrote, you know. And like Jonesboro, I wrote one named Jonesboro, Margaret Randolph Waltz, and Grassy Creek, and a few more. And now they're playing them in California, you know. There's a lot of students from California, so they're playing them tunes out there. That's my invention, that end in there. Oh boy.